And we are broadcasting live from the Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern! Hello everyone, I am Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and we actually have some rounds for you tonight. Starting off strong, we've got Master Snell versus Chris Mao. And Master Snell is still playing the New Stupid and currently at 17 life. Now, the New Stupid is a Hogak the Risen Necropolis deck. And Chris Mao is playing Rock Just Rock. No red, no white, no blue, no nothing but the red and the green, and he is currently at 16. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but it worked out really nice. Joined at my side is my lovable co-host, Mr. Ryan. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm awake. Just kind of glad I got a few Pokemon done today that was right for the picking.
But let's see here. Looks like Snell is not able to keep anything on the field at the moment, and Chris is doing a good job of just stripping everything out of Snell's hand.
Snell kept on doing scissors and rock beats.
Chris is playing rock, Snell's playing paper.
Or something along those lines.
Thank goodness nobody's playing scissors, I gotcha. There are very expensive pieces of cardboard in these decks. We don't need any scissors lizards around. Chris brandishing a fatal push and a lot of stuff to keep Snell's threats off board. Let's see here. You are not a blue duck. I am never going to get a blue duck, even though you already get given that, didn't you?
One.
Okay. So I guess I'm in the market for a pink monkey at this time. So.
Which one's pink? Which monkey?
The Apom.
Oh, that one.
The pink monkey.
My mind went to the other one that's supposed to be more of a mint color. From Gen 1.
Anyway, so Snell just landfalls his way into, oh my goodness. Alright, what just happened? We got Snell with landfall. The landfall let the two blood gas come back to play, and then are those Stitcher suppliers? I think they might be Stitcher, whatever these things are. Oh no, those are the Vengefines. He played a Satyr. Wait. Oh, it's not a. It's a. I thought. Oh, there are two R's in Carrion. Grave, not Carrion, Grave.
All those grave-related.
Grave Crawl, there he is. So he must have had that in hand because he wasn't able to bring it out because the Bloodghast is a vampire, not a zombie. But Gravecrawler you can cast from your graveyard if you control a zombie. Now, so Landfall lets him put the Bloodghast back into play. Then he casts Gravecrawler and a Satyr Wayfinder to allow him to satiate the need for the 2 spells. When you cast a second creature spell this turn, you may return Vengevine from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, and then it's a 4/3 haste. So that was the explosion of idiocracy that you saw just fall onto Snell's play area. That landfall got him 2 vampires, and then 3 mana got him a Satyr Wayfinder and a Gravecrawler and 2 Vengevines. So Chris needs to do a lot of graveyard hating to be able to pull out a victory in game number 2 against Snell. That being said, they are doing some sideboarding. Snell picks up the victory. Everybody's life total starts back at 20. And we're ready for game number 2. Gonna be a little sad if this one goes really quick. But, I mean, that's just the way it goes. You can't plan matchups, you can't plan games, and I really hope now that Chris has gone back to just rock, and not rock plus red, that this doesn't spook him into putting the red back in. So, I mean, here's the hoping.
If he does, hopefully it's all the elementals, so it actually still stays rock.
Yes. But we got I don't know. We got a lot of people here today. We got 5, which, like I said, gives us at least rounds. We are gonna get Zoe. 8, 6, 19. Welcome to August. Hope everybody had a good July. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. And for anybody who didn't pick up on it, my July was just full of Americana. You know, embargoes, sanctions, walls of denial, senators, just lots of good American things. The sword of truth and justice. So that was July, and now we're getting ready to August. And August, first image is the Talarian Academy. Again, it seems like it should be a super obvious thing, but I'll wait to spoil it for anybody who wants to guess in the comments, because I know you won't.
Which is also kind of funny since they recently showed the Carrick, right? The card. Spoiled the Carrick card recently.
Oh, the monk?
No, not the monk. It was the son of Yawgmoth dude.
Oh yeah, the black guy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who
that turns everything into Phyrexian black mana.
Yeah, because part of the story was he got himself into the academy through Joyra.
Ah. Son of Yawgmoth. This is why you never name your child when you're about to sneeze. It's like, he's a beautiful baby boy. What's his name gonna be? I shall name him. Got it, thanks. Wait.
But yeah.
So yeah, that's my joke. And I think it's pretty fitting. It's like, he shall be named. No! Yeah, we've already etched it. I'm sorry, sir. There's no going back. It's like, does it at least sound awesome when read back? It's sure. Why not? Anyway. getting back to, there's a Stitcher supplier for Snell. Now, Stitcher supplier, 1 black mana, 1/1. Did a lot of heavy lifting last week for Snell, but when it enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, or enters the battlefield or dies, you mill yourself for 3. Which is just such a terrible, terrible thing to deal with. I honestly don't know why anybody would want to play with that. They're not real yet. They're just imaginary. We've got Master Snell playing the new Stupid. We've got Chris Mao playing Rock. We've got Alex playing No Aether Vials. We've got Jarvis, who's playing Cat's Fire. And we've got Mr. Kinsman running back an Urza deck. Now, it's probably Urza Thopter Sword. I didn't confirm with him which Urza deck it is, but it's an Urza deck. And the most popular one that's out there is Urza Thopter Sword, so.
Because when I think Urza, I think Thopter, but not necessarily Sword. Because when I hear Urza, I think Thopter, but not quite so much with the Sword.
Not so much Sword. Because when I think of Meek, Urza is the last name that comes to mind. Sword of the Meek. I wipe my tushy with swords of the meek. In fact, bring me a peasant from my garden to clip my toenails. That's Urza. I mean, it's a spot-on impression if you've ever heard him, so. I mean, you could ask him yourself. It's like, yep, that's what I sound like. Thank you. Do I want to know what you did? Good answer. Anyway, Snell is at 14, Chris is at 15. I should probably pay attention to what's in front of me because this game ain't gonna go on much longer. Okay, 15. There we go. Stitcher Supplier and a Satyr Wayfinder. There's the Vengevine coming down. Hard cast. He does only cost 4 mana because, you know, that's a lot for green. And for a 4/3 haste that gets to come back for free because you're playing green. Oh, cast 2 creature spells? However will I manage?
And
I do declare.
I'm kind of thinking that they should make a smaller version of the Vegemite. Call it Vegemite.
Called the Vegemite?
Yeah.
But it's only available in Australian packages.
Yeah. Make it like a 2/1 or something.
Ooh! Look for it in the next global series, Planeswalker dual decks. You know, it's going to be in the Australian region. Yeah. You know, it's going to be the Vegemite versus.
They already have kangaroos in the game.
They do. Do they?
Yeah, there was the one in the recent onset.
There is a mother kangaroo, that is true. Because you can make a half kitten, half kangaroo.
Yeah. And then that's how they already have a boomerang type of thing in the game.
Is there?
That's So there was always something similar to that. There's a
there is boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the razor boomerang. Yeah, and there's a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just don't have koalas, but those could be bears.
Yeah.
Even though I understand a koala is not a bear, it's a marsupial. It can still be a bear.
Yeah.
Because if a Rakshasa can be categorized as a cat demon, while jackals and nagas both get their own creature type, then koala can be categorized as a bear. Anyway, Chris is down to 9. Not very much health left. There was a big exchange of creatures dying, spells flying, assassins trophying, and now the way is clear for the Wayfinder. There is the Satyr Wayfinder, the 1/1 for 2, and the Stitcher Supplier, the 1/1 for 1, are going to kill Chris. Much like the Stitcher Supplier virtually killed Jarvis outright, yes, last week. What's up, Rock? How you doing? Just like the Stitcher Supplier done killed Jarvis last week, it's rapidly becoming the weenie that no one saw coming when it comes to killing people. So, yeah. So, surgical extraction on the Vengevine, trigger on the stack, gets rid of it. Let's see here. He paid the 1, doesn't have the life to pay for it.
Oh no.
Or doesn't want to spend the life to pay for it, is more accurate. And one thing is for sure, Chris will not be killed by Vengevine in this game. He will be killed by a Stitcher Supplier and his wee little friends.
Speaking of ending the game out of left field, or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
I was over at Titan Games yesterday doing EDH.
Okay.
Playing my group hug, which is part of the reason why I texted last night asking about the exact wording of things.
Yes.
Because we were getting to the late game, and everybody was low on getting to the point where things happen on getting countered and whatnot. So it's getting late. So let's try to end the game. So my way for ending the game was trying to make it a draw.
Right. Like you do.
Yeah. So I was trying to make it so that everybody decked at the same time.
Okay.
Because I had an Ink Treader Nephilim with, I forget the name of the other card, but it was a white card where it shuffles the target permanent, technically speaking.
Oblation?
Back into the deck, and they draw 2. It might have been Oblation. Where,
I think that's Oblation.
Yeah, so I was trying to target the Ink Treader Nephilim, and the person that had the most, the largest library at that point had the most creatures, so it's more of trying to at least thin the decks somewhat evenly. But that got countered.
No.
And then I did Mind's Glow with a lot of mana.
Okay.
Once. I succeeded once. But I was able to get the Mind's Glow back, but then someone killed me before I was able to pull it off a second time to get a draw. That's sad. Because they actually wanted to try to actually win.
Snell picks up win number 17 on the year, making his total 17, 14 and 0. And Chris Mao pulls 4 and 4 evensies on the year. Neither player have played It's a Stubbs. Are you gonna be there Thursday? Are you gonna be there Thursday? I'm gonna keep asking until I see an answer. Are you gonna be there Thursday? Are you gonna be there Thursday? Are you? Are you gonna be there Thursday? I know there's a delay and it's gonna be annoying, but I don't care. Are you gonna be there Thursday? Are you? There it is. Yeah, that's cause you're up first. The only thing you need to let me know is what color you want to be on. I got a feeling I know which one, but I want to hear you say it.
But I probably won't be there Thursday.
That's okay. You got more important things to do.
I'm just a side voice.
You're just a what?
I'm just a side voice.
Side voice.
Yeah.
But you're a very pleasant side voice.
Well, one of my friends was that I haven't seen in a while was asking about doing a movie. So.
Oh, well absolutely. Oh, not the one I thought you were gonna go.
Huh.
Mostly because it's the color that's shared by both halves of the border. But yeah, we'll start you on red. We'll get you on first. This is all foreshadowing for Thursday. Are you ready for it? Because I am. I've been ready for this deck since he told me about it a long time ago. And it's not just any deck. This deck is a huge deal.
It is going to be, there's a certain card that was spoiled recently that's going to be going into it, right?
No, because it's Naya.
Oh yeah,
it's Naya color. See, that's the problem with that new Jeskai wall. It's it doesn't go well in the traditional wall decks, and it's weird because like 2/3 of the stuff that lets the walls attack is green, and they just like said no.
Well, there's at least a white enchantment for the walls. Specifically walls.
There's not a red-white one.
No, there's a white enchantment that helps.
There's a white one, yeah. Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I need a board. But yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, Pramicon, Sky Rampart. Rejoice, Magic players! We finally have our legendary wall. It's been a long time coming. It's just not the colors I was expecting. Blue, white, absolutely. The red? This is why I'm puzzled, because I did this look a while back, and there are
looks like what
19 mono red walls, and I think a third of them die whenever they block. I know green and white are the go-to wall colors, and blue arguably is a good wall color too, because all the flying walls are blue, most of them. And the ice walls, they're blue. There's the Wall of Tears. There's a whole lot of good blue walls out there. So yes, blue absolutely, white absolutely, but mono red has 19 walls, and they are the Ether Flame wall, which is an 0/4 for 2. Defender. It can block a creature with shadow, as if it did not have shadow. The Ether Membrane, Flying Reach. Whenever it blocks, the creature, return that creature to its owner's hand. Joy. Battle Rampart was out of Battle Bond, doesn't count. The Blistering Barrier is a 5/2 wall.
One of the funniest artworks for a wall.
Yeah, I mean, it is goofy. It is a blister. I mean, where else do you get blisters? So, Snell v. Kinsman or Jarvis v. someone. So, looks like we're going to find out. But the Blistering Barrier out of Mirage, it is
just a 5/2 with flavor text.
David Ho, you got problems. David Ho is just the way it is. But Oh, it's Jarvis v. Kinsman. Okay. Let's set this up quick. And AJ is on. I wonder if this will fit. And oh. All right. There we go. We can also get rid of AJ's victory, as it hasn't come yet. But oh, excuse me. Sorry. Doorkeeper's not a wall. Doorkeeper is not a wall. He does affect the defenders he does have milling powers equal to your defenders, but Doorkeeper's not a wall. And I guess that's the biggest distinction between Arcades and Duran and this wall is Arcades just says defenders. It doesn't have to be a wall. Now all walls are inherently defenders. And Duran just says all creatures deal damage equal to their ass end.
And I think Arcades is just your creatures that have those.
No.
Is it? Okay.
No. Arcades is just your creatures. Yeah. Duran is all creatures.
Yeah, that's another one of the big things that people might have been not necessarily always saying when they were debating.
Whoops. That's no bueno. There we go. Okay. But yeah, 19 mono red walls, and then let's just let's see where we're at with this.
I also like the idea that a suspicious bookcase allows a wall to go attack people.
Yes, a suspicious bookcase can allow a wall to not be blocked this combat. Okay, so maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, because there are only 17 mono green walls.
But it's a matter of how useful they are in comparison.
Ooh, I may have overstepped my... I just assumed that there was a butt ton of green walls.
But they might be more useful than...
But I mean, hands down, the blue and white are the wall colors. But I just thought green came in second. I guess maybe that was the rationale. Is like, hey, is it red or is it green that has more walls? Oh, it's red? Well, I'll be damned. Okay. He's red. And that might have been the thought. Because...
I personally am still a little sided towards Doran, personally.
Yeah, I mean... You never forget your first, and Doran was good, and there are 15 mono black walls, just to put that in perspective. Now we're gonna look at blue. Blue brings up with 29 mono colored walls, and I see your question. I'll get to it in a minute. And white. 26. So blue is the wall king, white is the wall queen, and red is the wall prince. What is Jarvis playing? Jarvis is playing Saheeli Kitty Cats. He brought it back. Whoops. Saheeli Rai. Minus ability. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact creature you control, except it has haste and is an artifact and whatever. But what is it? Felidar. Felidar. And the Felidar Guardian. 1/4 for 4 mana that comes into play. You exile another target permanent you control. But, so it comes down, oh look, I exiled my Saheeli. Wait, is he not playing that? He said he was playing Saheeli Cats! So mad! Thank you, Muse, for expressing my malditude. Okay, so Jarvis lied to me. Jarvis is playing he's playing Renfire, unless he just crammed the Saheeli Cat combo into Renfire. I mean, it makes some sense in Jarvis's mind, but he's just so in love with Renin 6 right now. I mean, it is Renin 6 to Jarvis is the Aether Vial to Alex Ho. They're just inseparable. So I'm going to leave it as Renfire unless, until I see a Saheeli or a Kitty Cat. But he was picking up Saheelis and Kitty Cats before the match tonight. But we got a Blast Zone on board. Anyway, unless you're... Renin 6 is the newest Dirtle from Modern Horizons. It's a 2-drop Planeswalker with 3 loyalty that you get to put a land from your graveyard into your hand. If you get to ultimate him for 7, all of your instants and sorceries have Retrace, which is you may discard a land to cast it until the end of the game, because it's an emblem. But I think right now Jarvis is going to be absolutely abusing that Blast Zone Renin 6 combo. Just keep wiping the board over and over. As long as he doesn't blow it for... oh, it is the Felidar! Okay. Let's see here. Stupid non-hands. Okay, so Renin 6 is a giant tree, and he's playing Kitty Cats and Saheeli to, so Kitty Cats plus a cat owner plus a giant tree equals a scratching post. You're right, that's dumb. Scratching post fire, because it's a Jarvis deck, so it has to be some sort of a uncontrollable burning trash fire of some sort. So
I was making sure the trash was going to be in there.
Right? Yeah. Scratching post fire, flavorful. I dig it. What I'm also digging is this was it Nest migration that put a whole bunch of Skarmories in the area, because I likes me some Skarmory.
Just which is a little bit more useful as a in-game.
Yeah.
Besides just looking.
So, what's interesting is I don't think anybody took damage that game. And really, that's what it's gonna be in this game. Is I'm just gonna do things on my own, and hopefully you don't stop me, and you're gonna die in one fell swoop. Okay, Bob, have a good stream. Bedtime for me. Have a broken tooth that's giving me a rough time. See you on Thursday. Get better. Take care of your tooth. I will see you Thursday. And I remember, you're up first on red. Gotcha, buddy. Have a good one, Stubbs. Take care. Skarmory. Skarmory. So last week was GenCon, and I had heard GenCon described. If you are any kind of tabletop gamer, then GenCon is the mecca of games, and every self-proclaimed gamer or game enthusiast needs to go at least once in their lives. It's mandated, you know. So I made my trick, my what's the word? Made my pilgrimage to Gen Con this year. It was a good year. It was Gen Con's 50th anniversary, and it's Dragon Shield's 20th anniversary. So there was a lot of really good synergies that were happening.
And round numbers.
And round numbers. Looks like Jarvis shocked himself down to 18. And AJ's also going to go to 18, but this is to strip a card out of Jarvis's hand. 52nd? I thought it was 50th. I saw things all over that said 50th. Whatever. Okay, so 52nd anniversary. Thanks, Muse. My fact checker making me look like a damn fool. Anyway, but one of the things that I absolutely wanted to do is get a couple cards signed by some artists that were going to be there. Mark Poole, who is my Magic artist crush. Really cool, chill guy. Really neat, and I did get my my Sarah Sanctum, or no, my Cathedral of Sarah. What? Oh, hey, Chad. Bye, Chad.
I can't take a photo with your car and have you get mad at me again.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, I know.
That was a while back.
I can't do it again, is what I'm saying.
I would have been mad at you.
I know.
Bye, the Chad.
I'll call you later. It's been a shit show.
So, Mark Poole, really cool guy. Got my Cathedral of Sarah signed, my King Suleiman signed, my Kildoran Sky Knight signed, and my Martin Stromgold. But that's not the artist that gave me the greatest artist signature story ever. At least on my behalf. I'm sure there's other more Harold and Kumari stories associated with an artist, but I don't think so. And I'll get into it after this match is concluded. AJ 17, Jarvis 18 still, 16. So we got Renan 6, we got Sword of the Mika is just getting gone.
Who needs that? Not the blind save.
AJ very upset that surgical extraction is a thing. It's got a red card on the field that I'm not exactly sure what that is, but let's find out.
Not the mound.
Let's see if I can do this before It is a really pretty signature.
Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely a combo. So Renin 6 is just 3 turns away from ultimating if he hasn't already ticked him off. What do we got? I hate how they categorize a lot of their stuff. Okay, so Karn is in play. We have a 2/2 Karnstruct out.
Karnstruct.
Urza. Grixis Urza. Is that? Yeah, that is Grixis Urza. Alright. Steam Dance. Is that a goblin? It's a goblin engineer. Oh, okay. There, okay. It's a goblin engineer. It's like a goblin welder, just not nearly as good. Nichely better at times. Unfortunately, you're not able to put a Reaper King into play with a goblin engineer. But you can put a Reaper King into your graveyard with a goblin engineer. But we do have Urza on the board. So we've got 2 hotness from Modern Horizons facing off against each other. We've got Renin 6 versus Urza. Urza, of course, is disgusting and should never have been printed, but that's a story for another day.
Or at least this version.
At least this version. The previous 2 Urzas, 1.5 Urzas, were just fine. Blind Seer was Urza before Urza was cool. and of course Urza Headmaster. You know. 5-color Planeswalker, how can you go wrong? It was in silver border, but
yeah, this Urza just makes all those treasure tokens it could produce into just tap for mana.
That's true.
Rather than it was tap and sack.
So Urza came down. We have a Karnstruct. It is currently a 2/2 because of itself and the Mind Stone. AJ draws. And Jarvis with a Felidar Guardian. So if he's able to get down a Saheeli, it's done. It's over unless AJ has some way to kill it in response to the first trigger. So we gotta find out. We gotta really feel it out, because this isn't game 1. Jarvis took game 2. Game 1. Jarvis is up 1-0. Okay, I was like, this isn't game 1.
And the Power Stone isn't the stone I'm usually equate to Urza either. So the weaken the other one. Or was it the one?
Karnstruct goes in at Renin 6, and Jarvis says, okay. So I made this mistake last time.
Not plugging the phone in?
Yeah. Plug in your phone, spawn a Kabutops. Or a Kabuto. You still need him for your whatever it is, researches.
I've got like all those done long personally.
Whoops.
And of course, it's also not the.
Oh my God! Get it?
It's also not a green one.
No. Someday. Jarvis gonna crack his prismatic vista. Goes down a point.
Go figure that using Vista hurts you. Go figure that Vista hurts you.
It does. I mean, it was so good. No, it must have been Prismatic 7.
Okay.
Oh no, it was the other way around. He had Prismatic XP, and then he got the Prismatic Vista. That's why it makes you pay a life to do it. And he went and got a basic Prismatic 7. Ooh. I also like more that there's more Finians around.
Gotta name yours Ferb.
Gotta
name the one you keep Ferb. And a bit more of the, what do you call it, the Poliwags too.
Poliwags?
Yeah, they're a little bit more prevalent right now.
Is that shiny now?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, Exile. He got chained, or he got on thin ice. On thin ice is a Modern Horizons card. It's chained to the rocks, but it just has to be on a snow-covered permanent. Or snow-covered land. It doesn't have to be a mountain. Chained to the rocks had to be a mountain. It was weird, you know, a white card that forced you to play mountains to use.
I had to have at least one copy of it in my Can't Stop the Rock.
Right. Because it's chained to the rocks, yeah. Okay, so Saheeli comes down. AJ's got a response. Because if he doesn't, he's dead. All the mana goes tapping. Whir of Invention. What are we getting? Pithing Needle naming Saheeli Rai. So good. So good. Pithing Needle, 1 mana artifact, comes into play. Name a card. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So AJ's staving off death momentarily until Jarvis can somehow get rid of the Pithing Needle that is on Saheeli Rai.
So she's getting acupuncture.
She is getting punctured. She stepped on a nail because she tried to come into the McAllister house, and Urza's like, you know, Urza McAllister. He's like, I'm up here, you filthy animals, come try and get me. I'm up here all alone. I'm calling the cops. Better stop me. You know, and then he threw a paint can at Saheeli, and Saheeli slipped on a whole bunch of micro machines and onto some Christmas ornaments, and
somehow got tarred.
And the only, you know, her and her cat Marv, yeah.
Because of course, if either of the two are going to be a cat, it's got to be Marv.
It's got to be Marv. I mean, he is the sidekick. Yeah. Saheeli Pesci.
Yeah. And then the sketchy old guy from across the street or whatever comes up somehow.
What's that?
Then the creepy older guy from across the street comes by.
Old man. Oh god, I can't think of what his name was. Old man.
It's been too long for me too.
There's too much of them. So I guess Saheeli gets killed. Karnstruck doing the work. Jarvis 13, AJ 15, 16, Jarvis 15. I can math. I got this.
Pithing Needle not really doing anything at the moment, but...
Well, I mean, it was.
Yeah, and you know...
Just because it's currently not doing anything doesn't mean it still doesn't have Saheeli's DNA all over it. You know, that there's a needle that lets you jack into the Matrix.
Okay.
Ooh.
They get access to all the cat-related...
AJ pulling it away. Gear per ether grid on board. I missed that. Must have just come down. I killed somebody with a Gear ether grid this weekend.
Oh.
It felt really good. Not gonna lie. You get to tap 2 untapped artifacts you control to ping any target. Now the card says creature or player, but it's any target. Trust me.
That's a wording before they change that up.
Yep. Yeah. Oracle says creature or any target. So, yeah. Now Pithing Needle is not doing anything, but we do have.
Oracle text. Yeah, that level of Oracle text saved me in a match I had a couple of weeks ago too.
Whoops.
Someone else when I was playing my Dino deck had what was that, the one Planeswalker that made it so the non-combat damage to their stuff themselves and their creatures didn't impact. But I had where Ancients Tread out, where when the power 5 or greater comes in, I get to deal 5 damage or something, and so I just targeted it first and got rid of it. Because I have enough dinosaurs that
So Jarvis plays down Ashiok. Ashiok, the War of the Spark one. Another good sideboard tech against Thopter Sword, if there were any swords left to do. But it's also going to stop any kind of recursion on AJ's side of the board. Jarvis, so AJ, yeah, we're going to go ahead and kill Ashiok.
Understandable.
And then we're going to cast Psy Master Thopterist. I killed another guy with Psy Master Thopterist this weekend too. There's good old Psy Master Thopterist. He's a 4 toughness, 1 power, planeswalker, or not planeswalker, but an artificer that when you cast an artifact spell, you put a 1/1 Thopter into play. That is going to help out the Aether Grid a ton.
And then some mana and sacrificing 2 artifacts.
Weak charging? There's no weak charging. There's no crying in baseball. Let's get rid of that.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of crying after that series win the Cubs had a while back. Tears of joy.
Oh, so many
messages. Yes.
Okay, so there's a Thopter. Oh, cute Thopter. That must be Arcade Post Thopter. That's the golden snitch there. I recognize the border style. Not my Mark Poole white mana. That's hot. That's hot right there. That's my Mark Poole acrylic foil white mana token. Because why not? It's white.
It took me a moment to realize what exactly it was. I thought it was a light bulb initially.
No, these are potions.
Yeah.
And, he had all of them, but I don't need all of them. I just want the white one. For reasons.
Strategic sheet purposes.
It is strategic purposes. I am the white planeswalker. I am Bob. And we are... Ooh, there goes everything with CMC 3 or less. So there goes Psy. There goes the Aether Grid. There goes... there goes the Thopter. Collector Oofy. Woo! It is a huge Modern Horizons versus Modern Horizons deck games going on here. Jarvis's deck is like 50% Modern Horizons, if not more. It's crazy. He's got the Ice Fang Kawato, he's got the Collector Oofy, he's got Ren and 6, he's got all the snow-covered lands. It looks like a couple of the canopy lands. It's just all of the Modern Horizons good things, and yeah. And it does not want to download this image. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, okay. Got the goblin back out. Tick it up, tick it up, tick it up, tick it up, tick it up. What's up, Danzy? How goes?
It's going good. How's Bobo?
Oh, incredibly tired.
Yep, long weekend.
Long weekend. Great story.
I saw many of pictures of you made it to the interwebs.
Do you, don't say anything, because I haven't told the story yet. But look at that. Does that not look like a beautiful signature?
Oh my god.
Isn't that awesome?
Can I touch it?
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't like rub it, but
It looks like,
it's foil.
I was gonna say, it looks like it was ripped into like the foil.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah. Isn't it? You want to know how I got those proofs?
Did you give handsies on back?
No. Because here's what happened when you tried to sign mine.
Oh. Oh.
Just admire. Just admire.
So he felt bad, so he gave you
He
these?
did. He did. It wasn't Mark Poole. Don't worry. It wasn't Mark Poole.
Those aren't normally foils, though.
Yeah, they are.
These ones?
Yeah.
No.
It's out of
But I'm saying these aren't foils. Like, that's cool that it's foil down there, but not up here.
Oh. What do you mean? No. It's... Oh.
Like, the picture and stuff isn't foil, but its signature is. That's
Right,
cool.
because it's not a foil card.
Yeah. It looks awesome, though.
But yeah. Really good story to go along
Hell
with.
yeah.
Life totals changed a little bit.
So Jarvis placed the Healy down. The Oofy collector's on board. Does Jarvis understand that that is absolutely a Nombo?
What?
He gets to make one... Oh no, he blinks Saheeli. Saheeli doesn't become the artifact. Never mind then. I thought Saheeli was becoming the artifact, but no. That was another dumb combo with Saheeli, like liquid metal coating.
Oh yeah.
A to the J looks like he was just going through the motions right now.
Yeah, he pretty much is. The collector Oofy is absolutely shutting him out, and it looks like Ren and 6 is already ultimated, so Jarvis is on retrace.
Well, Ren and 6 keeps bringing back Blast Zone.
Yeah, and Blast Zone to just clear the path of everything that's not Jarvis's crap. Yep. Tick him up, get back to land. Jarvis has a handful of dumb.
Seems like the typical Jarvis.
Swinging with some Ice Fang Kawaddles.
Another word that's fun to say.
Kawaddle.
Yeah.
It's cute hearing Jarvis say it because he calls it a codal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Codal. No, it's a Coatl.
I blame was that Mortal Kombat for that probably.
Why?
The one of the bad guys is Kotal Khan.
Kotal Khan.
Kotal Khan.
Oh, Kotal Khan?
Yeah. So that's probably where he gets the Kotal from.
That's
what
he,
I'm blaming.
Was he a Birdman?
A reptilian-ish humanoid thing.
I'm gonna see this. So you just passing through?
Just stopping by. I missed my Bob,
I missed the Damsey.
so I stopped by. Today was
It's
Sam.
spelled with a K.
But it's close.
It's nowhere near what Kotal. Okay. I mean,
Even just hearing it.
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. I mean, they were going for Quetzalcoatl in the field. I get it. But, yeah, in Mortal Kombat fashion, they spelled it with a K and, like, took out the A. But, so that is Kotal. But that is a Coatl.
It was the last Sambo day for the summer today.
Oh,
so
yeah? Oh, I'm
we
sorry.
had some fun.
That's good.
He got all bloody. Yeah. We went to Morton Pool because Dragonland sucks. So we went out there. It was the first time any of us have been there. They got a couple slides. Pretty cool slides, actually.
Okay.
One of the slides is like an open one. It's kind of slower. The other one is completely covered.
Okay.
And 2-3 feet into it, complete darkness the whole way
Oh,
down.
my God, no.
I loved it.
No.
I didn't think I would like
No.
it, but I loved it.
Hard pass.
And then they have
AJ gives it up.
They have 2 diving boards.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think any pool had any diving boards anymore.
Uh-huh. They have one. Bartonville has one, and Metamora.
Wait, Bartonville has a pool?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was anything in Bartonville.
It's at the top of the hill. Everything's at the top of the hill.
I know everything's in top of the hill, but
If it's not
It's like
fast
North-
food,
it's
it's
like
at
North
the top of the
Beacon.
hill. And if it's fast food, it's at the top of the hill. There's the normal diving board that's about 3 feet off the water.
okay.
Kids jump, do their thing. Then there's the mega diving board. That's about from the edge of the board. It's roughly 10 to 12 feet to the water.
Okay.
Sam's watching kid, like he goes out there, jumps, does his thing, cannonball, whatever.
Yep.
He sees a couple older kids do the 2 or 3 step jump, bounce, flip in. Decides he wants to do that too. Takes 2 or 3 step, slips,
Oh.
doesn't hit the board, falls into the water face first.
Oh
hits
my
the water.
God.
She said the pressure of him hitting face first just bursted.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
he
yeah.
comes over too. Like I told him, go over there. We had Ashley and Liam with us. Liam's going down the slide. I'm like, go ahead and go over there, jump off. That's fine. He comes back. His hands are there's just blood running down him. I'm like, what did you do? Like I know water's making it look worse.
Right, but
it's
yeah.
just blood all down him. I hit my face. I'm like, tell me what happened. Slow down.
Yeah, water
He
is
finally
just
told
as
me
dangerous
he-
as concrete if you
He
hit it right.
belly flop, face flop, right. I talked to the lifeguard over there. She said there was no body contact. It
Right,
was
it's
straight
just
face.
straight face.
Wham! Just smashed into it.
I talked to the lifeguard, and after she stopped laughing, she explained to me
I
that
took him over to the head lifeguard and the nurse, and they helped him out and got him stopped. But it was bad.
So story.
Story time.
This is a cautionary tale for anybody who's looking for an autograph from Aaron Miller.
This is a tale of 2 cities.
It is a tale of 2 cities. It was the best of times, and it was still pretty good times.
They look like pretty good times.
But Aaron Miller has 9 different tiers of autograph if you ask him for one, and each one has a different price point on it.
This is top tier.
Everything, yeah, this is top tier.
Oh,
Everything from basic ink signature, with a fine tip Sharpie, to shadow drops, with a thick black Sharpie with silver paint pen over it, stuff like that.
I really like the rainbow backdrop.
And then he gets into his foiling, where he signs it with a Sharpie, and then he transfers foil over it because the ink is wet and then the foiling just peels off. It's kind of like using gold leaf. So this, a lot of it's going to get caught by the chroma key, I believe, but this is what an Aaron Miller, he calls it Dragonfire signature looks like. It's beautiful, it's rainbowy, and it's awesome. It really is. So when he's like, what kind of signature would you like? I say, well, if you're going to do it, you better do it right. So go for the Gusto.
Yeah.
So I hand him my Boros locket, which is in my Boros deck, which was not this one. This is an artist proof. This is a signed Dragonfire signed artist proof, as is the Swath Cutter Giant. We're getting to the story. So we start with the Boros locket. He puts it through the system, and not quite sure if it was a combination of the foiling on the card and the patented bob bend in the card, because Bob plays with his cards. But the Boros locket was the first one he did, and it came out looking... yeah, there we go. It came out looking pretty sad. What you're seeing is, 3 layers of foiling on that, because when it came back, it was that splash of rainbow in the middle, and then the outline of where the foil paper was. So he looks at it, and he's like, and he sets it aside. He's like, it's not a perfect system. Accidents do happen. Sometimes it doesn't take. And he's like,
and it's just a foil.
Right,
Boros.
and it's a foil Boros charm, but it's still a card that somebody brought to him.
Yeah.
So he's like, how about an artist proof? Would you like an artist proof? It's like, I'll replace it with an artist proof. I'm like, sure, I'll take an artist proof. So that's why I have this beautifully autographed Aaron Miller Boros locket and Swath Cutter Giant. Because after he did that, and he did the signature on that, he picked up the Boros locket, and he's like, well, I'm going to experiment with this now. So he signed back over it, and then I think he went with purple, put it through the system, came out just like all block over the ink. He was like, well, I have no idea why this is happening. I'm going to try it one more time. So on top of that, he signed it yet again, and then put a silver on top of it. And that's why this one looks like the most muddiest, nastiest, coolest looking destroyed card.
I kind of like it.
And then he tried the same process on the Swath Cutter Giant, because it was there.
I want art borders to be that rainbow.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Just like the black border on foil should just be that rainbow.
Be like rainbowy, yeah.
Like the rainbow foil.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
He should team up with him.
He should. With Watsy, get in contact with Aaron Miller. He'll tell you exactly how to screw up your system to foil out the border.
This could be another rarity in the collector packs. It could be like super duper ultra rare rainbow foil, and it's going to be worth like $72,000 for a Lily.
So the Swath Cutter Giant, the Dragonfire rainbow foily, came out worse, more solid than the Boros locket. It was just a full transfer of the rainbow foiling page, just over the whole bottom of the card. And then after he had experimented with the Boros locket a couple times, he just went over this one with gold, and it looks pretty cool. I really like the way this turned out.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
It does look really nice, except it's obviously screwed up beyond reproach.
Yeah, you can tell it's got some issues.
But yeah, when you have a signature that's supposed to look like this, and it comes out looking like this.
See, I like when artists actually do cool stuff
Right.
like that. Like, the Matt Cavada thing is kind of cool, but
Right.
he just, like, puts paint on a corner and then initials it.
Oh, is it?
It's kind of cool, but, like, I don't know.
But, you know, my friend Dustin, he's like, so which one are you going to use? He's like, I think that an autograph proof is cooler than that. I was like, oh, no.
No, you got to use the messed up
The
one.
rest of the deck is foil. And I am absolutely going to fly this flag
Yeah.
as high as I can. Now, the cool part is I only paid for 2 signatures. And I walked away with 4 signatures.
Well, one card was signed 3 times.
Well, yeah, so technically 3, 5, 7 signatures, 2 free artist proofs that were signed, and the most amazing artist story that I've ever had. And honestly, this is my first interactions with artists in the wild. I went out there for like 5 of them, found 4 of them. I have no idea where Joe Schuster's booth was, but
sounds like he's probably by the bathroom.
but yeah, I didn't find Joe Schuster, and I discovered the exhibitor map way too late in the app, and I wasn't going to walk all the way back to Artist Alley.
No, Bob doesn't do that.
No, Bob does not walk. So I got Aaron Miller, I got Mark Poole, I got somebody else, and what's his super British Hornsby Ed, oh my god, he draws Ralph Horsley. Ralph Horsley was there. One of the most thickly British men I've had the pleasure of personally interacting with. Fantastic bro, if you will, and just a very humble fellow. I found Ralph Horsley, found Mark Poole, found Aaron Miller, didn't find Joe Schuster. I did find the other guy who drew.
So, what was Aaron Miller charging for the Dragonfire?
Aaron Miller charged.
Just curious.
I think it was 20 for the Dragonfire.
That's not bad.
It's like $2 for the basic, just Sharpie ink. I think it's like 3 or 4 for the drop shadow. The silver or gold foil like goes up to like 8 or 9, and then the Dragonfire. I didn't feel like 20. I think they were 15. I think it was 15.
Some of them charge more. Some of them charge like insane prices.
Right. I think
some are reasonable.
I think Mark Poole was like $3 or $4 a piece. Ralph Horsley was like, well, I don't give these away for free. I gotta charge you like $1 or something.
$1 or something.
Yeah, it was like, that's fine. It's like, and like, it was like, yeah, I understand. And like after he signed, it's like, so what do I owe you? He was like, oh, just $1. And it's like, I gave him 2. It was like, you're worth way more than $1. So, also funny story. I don't know. Has anyone other than myself in this bomb shelter and missile silo in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin, ever seen the movie series put out by Zombie Orpheus called The Gamers?
I have.
You have?
There's what?
You have not?
3 of them now?
There's 3 gamers,
yeah,
and then a good number of
Side
gamer-ish, like, touching stories.
Never
seen them. Okay. Well, Zombie Orpheus was out there at, like, booth number 1. It's like front booth, row 100. And when I got there, I am going to get this name wrong.
It's been a while. I might want to go rewatch those at some point.
I recommend it heartily. Absolutely. Darkness Rising.
That was the second one?
Yep.
Do we get to hear Bob butcher name? We get to hear you butcher a name.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, this is like the best thing ever.
It's not butcher name. It's just remember exactly what his name was. Brian Lewis.
Damn it.
Dang it.
I know.
Stupid white people with regular names.
Brian Lewis. I met Brian Lewis on day one, I met Carol Roscoe with him. They were both at the booth, and then the second day I went back because I stupidly forgot to check their DVD section for something that I wanted. I haven't watched it yet, but if I know it's online, I highly recommend checking out Zombie Orpheus. Was it a Dungeon of Darkness? It's a fantastic little story. It's a tale of it's a recreation of the story of a propaganda Christian comic strip book that was given out that was expressing the warnings that Dungeons and Dragons is the path to the devil.
It is indeed.
And it was a cautionary tale about the story of two young college girls who are roommates, and one of them gets drawn into Dungeons and Dragons and LARPing, which led to witchcraft, which led to Satanism, which led to a suicide, I believe. Again, for the kids. But no, not Scott Brown. It was Nathan Rice. Nathan Rice was there day two, so I got to shake the hand of Sir Osric, which I picked up a Sir Osric miniature that I need to put together and paint anyway. I saw Brian Lewis at the booth, and I'm like, fantastic, finally. I walk up to him, and I'm like, I have a very serious question for you. He's like, uh-oh, what is it? And I'm like, okay, in Darkness Rising. Like, yeah. At the end of the movie, when it's like wrapping up and your character arc is near its completion, yeah, you're wearing a shirt that's under another shirt, and on the undershirt it has a picture of an orc that's pointing with his thumb that says, whatever you do, don't read the back of this shirt.
You want to know what the back of the shirt says?
But he's wearing an overshirt.
Yeah.
And when he turns around, you cannot read the back of his shirt, but you can see that there's something there. He's like, okay. I'm like, what was on the back of that shirt? And he's like, that's a very good question. I have no idea. Damn. I'm like, it's like, no. It's like, we recorded that like 14 years ago. It's like, I know. I watched it when it came out and have been burdened with this ever since. He's like, oh my God. It's like, I don't even know if that was even my shirt. It's like you were the chosen one. You were the one who was supposed to know. And he's like, all right, I tell you what, I absolve you of this burden. It's like you no longer have to carry it. It's like, that's great and all, but they still want to know. He's like, have you checked the internet? Everywhere. I went looking for the shirt itself. I went looking for any information about the shirt. You know how hard it is to just Google orc, don't look on the back of this shirt? You don't find anything.
What your immediate response should have been is, what the hell is the internet?
That's cute, but I don't Jane Bob.
Yeah,
my friend Jeremy Jane Bob's, and
yeah.
it's fantastic. When he was getting ready to be Bob, halfway through he had his bathrobe on, or his hotel robe on. Looked totally like Jesus. Was awesome. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, those are my two fantastic get to meet the creator moments that I shared at Gen Con. One of them destroyed two of my cards and gave me a great story, and the other one absolved me of my burdens over a passion project that he couldn't remember what happened.
But did he really, though?
Yeah, I'm going to believe he did.
You're still going to worry about it.
I am going to worry about it. I mean, he absolved me, but that doesn't mean that I can forgive myself.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, Brian Lewis, thank you very much for all of your hopes. And then what was great is the next day I'm making my way through the area, and when I met him, I was dressed as the Coon.
I saw the Coon.
Like you do. And the next day I was Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski. So as I'm walking through the convention center, I see him browsing at another booth, and he turns around and is like, oh, I get your cosplay now. That's awesome. I was like, hey, buddy. So, the greatest piece of cosplay I
saw
have
the
seen.
pictures of you guys.
Yeah, but
Snell shared,
that's fine.
and the Dustin shared. They were beautiful.
Yeah, they are good.
Snell kills me. I swear, Snell had more wardrobe changes than
Oh yeah.
one of the hookers at a runway model show.
See, this is the parade. We had Sonic the Hedgehog because you got to parade fast.
Yeah.
But this.
Oh.
Yeah. Could not get enough of this
beautiful.
guy. It's a scyther. And after I saw him walking down, or her, or whatever's in there walking down, the mouth was opening and snapping.
Oh, nice.
So I'm looking closer, and that is one of the Jurassic Park like raptor heads. So I was like, that is fantastic. It looks like they flocked it or covered it with the fabric, and then the rest is, you know, like foam claws, and it looks like, if you know what the hell you're doing, fairly simple to pull off, but my God, it was beautiful.
So is it kind of like the bear head when you talk?
No. Well,
it?
it can be, yeah.
Okay.
Because the jaw is attached to your jaw, and when you open your mouth, it opens up. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's like that. The other one that was like super, super sweet is I got a video of that one. There were two guys that were Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. And maybe towards the front. Where's my video? There it is. Come here.
Very nice.
And when people would ask them to pose for pictures, they would like do the mirror like stepping and then impale each other on their own weapons. Oh, it was really good. That's hot. That's super hot. And I know I didn't show you because I snipped away too quick. But here's that scyther. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And then this is the last one I'm going to show you because I know I'm boring.
You never be bored, though.
I'm always bored. You just don't realize it yet.
He's an entertaining boring. He entertains us, but he's bored himself.
That's Faye Valentine. She was good. Here he is. Let's see. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That is very nice.
Wow.
He didn't really die. What was funny is he was going down the parade route, like slapping his face. Like every once in a while, I was like, "Nope, still here. Nope, still here."
So, like, one of the things I didn't know was apparently he made an appearance in Method to the Madness, Jason Mewes' movie.
Oh, okay.
That's apparently his last cameo.
Oh,
I had no idea.
Okay.
It was apparently what he had filmed was after what they had filmed.
Oh, after what
So-
they filmed for Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had filmed that stuff afterwards, and I kind of want to see the movie.
Okay.
It seems interesting. But then I found out that they're doing a pre-release stuff of the Jay and Silent Bob reboot,
Okay. Okay.
and they're doing a double night at the Beacon Theater.
Okay.
One night they're doing it's like the Tuesday or Wednesday night they're doing a release with something going on. I can't remember. But then Thursday night they're doing a double feature. They're doing the first Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back and then the reboot. And I'm like, I kind of want to go to the double feature night.
I mean, it should be fine.
Yeah. I'm excited to see this movie. I know a lot of people are like, but I'm excited to see this movie.
Now, Saturday when I was Walter,
Yeah.
it dawned on me because there were just so many Fat Thors
Of course.
everywhere, and
Because it's so original.
it is, and it. Now, what was great was their responses when just from across a hall.
When they see each other.
No, not when they see each other. When I would spot one, it'd usually be from behind. And I would be like, dude, where were you? Donnie and I have been waiting at the... Oh, I'm sorry. I confused you for somebody else. I am really sorry. Go on about your way. I'm sorry. I am looking for a guy who really looks like you, though.
Would they all laugh?
They all would laugh and snicker.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I got to call out Fat Thors for Lebowski.
I think it had to be Dustin's responses. He was very disappointed that nobody gave him the doctor thing.
Yeah, he would.
He seemed really
"Doctor?"
sad.
He really was. That nobody returned that. No Doctor Who's, no Dr. Orpheus, no Doctor...
He went on about it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
oh, yeah.
He seems really sad about this.
He was really sad. See, the problem was he pulled off Dr. Venture a day early because we did that on Thursday.
Yeah.
And on Friday is when I saw Dr. Mrs. the Monarch around. And that was a really good suit. So if we could have found her as 21 in Dr. Venture, I think that would have worked out much better. Because I'm pretty good 21. I enjoy that suit. I got to fix my belt though, it broke. So aside from that, the Coon was fun. I very much enjoyed the Coon.
The Coon playing modern. I think that's the picture I saw.
Coon. No.
I thought that was the picture I saw.
No.
The Coon was playing.
Walter played. No, nobody played modern.
I thought
Casual Bob played modern. 21 played Commander.
Hold on.
Because I was in rare form in that second round because I was in a pod like next to Dan Crawford, you know, the owner of Titan Games. I know him.
Oh, the Coon was just sitting down for some magic.
Yeah, it was just sitting down. Not with magic. It was just a resting spot.
Okay.
But no, 21, and I was in rare form in game number 2, and I put the goggles on. Now, I made the mistake of trying to commentate with these red lenses on, and it'll never happen again. But I decided, you know what, hard mode engaged, put the goggles on, proceeded to play the magic. I was on Estrid, because that's what they handed me, and I picked up the planes. Is like, I don't know. It's like wearing sunglasses of Urza. Does it tap for white? Does it tap for red? Who can tell anymore? I got some giggles.
Classic Bob.
Taking it old school.
Sunglasses of Urza. I miss the sunglasses.
I do. They're too powerful now.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like, yeah, I'll Blood Moon with the sunglasses of Urza. That means my planes tap for both white and red now, so you're fine. And all of your lands are screwed, but my mono deck, yeah, it's running fine because I have both plains and mountains. Dual lands, if you would.
Dual lands.
Too bad it's a dual lane with the shittiest art.
Yeah.
Drew Tucker, I still got your name. I am so waiting for Drew Tucker to be at one of these shows. Is he still alive? I'm sure he is.
I think he probably is like a manager in Applebee's right now.
I mean, he paints
I doubt he tours. I doubt he tours.
I thought the same thing about Mark Poole, but there he was.
No, Mark Poole definitely tours. Mark Poole is like, he could charge you $20 to take a selfie with him, and people would pay that.
Absolutely.
Like he's on that level that he could just like show up outside of a magic store, throw a table down, and there'd be a line of people.
I did get to express to him is like, I did not think that there was another man who enjoyed winged helmets as much as I did. But Mark Poole is like, they are good. And as he's signing the Kildor and Sky Knight, is like, yeah, banding was the best ability in Magic. It's like, oh, banding, that was a crazy one. It's like, yeah, if you don't know how to read.
Hey Mark, bring it back.
Yeah, hey Mark, use your pull to say is like, and
like-
I want to redraw a banding card.
Just like submit art that totally that creature should have banding. Be like
Have like two soldiers like skipping side by side with their arms interlocked.
just send it in, and when Wizard is
Oh
like,
no! Have an angel like interlocked with a soldier, like arm linked, and the soldier getting blocked and the angel being pulled back.
when Wizards is like, we really want that art, can we buy it from you? He's like, under one condition.
It's got to go on a
That
banding
has
creature.
banding.
They keep. Have you been watching the spoilers for Commander?
Kind of.
Oh my
I
god!
have not seen anything.
Oh my god! The rejoicing has started, and it will not stop for a while.
I saw that one.
Magic now has a legendary wall.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw the Jeskai one looks insane.
Oh, the monk?
You can play the card from the top as a
Yeah.
flash. Oh my.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
What's he do?
You may. He has prowess. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and if the top card of your library is a non-creature, non-land card, you may play it as though it had flash.
Oh,
Which you're playing Jeskai, your deck should be
Yeah.
full of non-creature, non-land cards.
And the deck is based around flashback, so it's all good. When the first thing that I saw when I saw that go up is like, man, he's broken. He's a Jin. King Suleiman to the rescue. It's like, I play Elsha. It's like, oh, look at my library. It's like, I'm gonna cast trigger on the stack. Kill that Jin. Oh.
Oh.
You know what King Suleiman does, right, Jarvis?
no.
He is a 1/1 now human. He used to be king for 2 mana.
Did not
Why?
survive the archetype.
He did
version.
not survive the typing. He's not an advisor. He's just human.
He should at least get the advisor sometimes.
He should at least have some kind of subtype to. He's king! Anyway. King Suleiman, 2 mana, 1 white, 1 colorless, for a 1/1 white human. Tap, destroy target Jin or Ifrit. Out of Arabian Nights.
I assumed.
That's where the king came from.
And he got an homage in oh god, was that Mirage? Visions.
I don't think there's going to be many other sets that have the type line destroy target Jin or Freak, other than Arabian Nights.
Whoops. That's not the right one. Visions, yeah. Suleiman's Legacy is an enchantment out of Visions that costs 1 white, 1 red. It's an enchantment. When Suleiman's Legacy comes into play, bury all Ifrits into Jins. And whenever an Jin or an Ifrit comes into play, bury it.
Why does the king hate genies so much?
Because he's the human king. Why would these magical fairy folk that are up to no good, mischievous, and evil at heart be allowed to just walk around free and harassing the people of his land? No, kill that some bitch. I did live the dream. I got to kill an actual Jin one game. Dud was playing it. I don't remember which one it was. It comes into play. You draw a card. That's the only reason it was in there. But it got around back to my turn after he was summoning sick. And I was like, hey, is that Jin still on the board? Yeah. Kill it. Suleiman already got its work in.
Well, and then the recent resurgence of like shapeshifters or whatever.
Right, yeah. I mean, he kills all kinds of shapeshifters, or every changeling. So it's not like he's out there just for Jins, but he's really just in there to kill straight Jins. Because that's how crazy I am. He is in my Changeling deck, so I can easily kill anything. Because an Amoeboid Changeling and King Suleiman, they are besties. It was like, oh, hey, what you got there? It's Shieldred. It's like, oh, cool. Hey, it's every creature type. Oh, look, it's a Jin. Kill it. Yeah.
That's just keep everybody in check.
Yeah.
Keep the game fun.
I do like King Suleiman. It was one of my white whale cards. Ever since I saw it when I was a wee little high school kid playing Magics, I saw King Suleiman and it's like, that is a $40 card. I will never own that card Because $40 was just an absorbent amount of money to me.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it's right up there with the $50 Moxon and that $300 Lotus. There was no way I was getting that. So, you know, certain things were just way out of price range, like $75 for Jean Jin and, you know, $75 for Ali from Cairo, you know, and Ring of Maroof, you know. There was just these prestige cards that were just way out of line. And
$5 duels are within grabs.
And King Suleiman was absolutely one of those white whales. And you know what? Scott had one. It used to be in like mint condition when he pulled it out of his box.
I still remember the day I went up there to buy my library. I really wanted a library. And Scott's exact words. I mean, I got one. Do you want to sell it? Like, I'm really interested in one right now, Scott. I mean, okay. I got this shitty one.
I had to get one of Pool's as well.
He throws it on the counter.
Mine
And
are
like
gold
part
Sharpie.
of the corner's missing. It's like completely like alpha rounded corners. It's that bad.
Right.
And I'm like, what do you want for it? He shoots a price. I'm like, ring it up. It's fine. I had it for roughly 4 or 5 months, and I'm like, you don't buy this? I offered it up to somebody, and they bought it. I'm like, okay, I made some money off of it.
I mean,
so
there you go.
I got 4 or 5
When
months
I
to
had
play.
another one, I got
Who is that? Oh, it's Rush? No.
Bernadette.
Oh.
Christopher. It was covered a peacock, so it was the reason why I got it.
A while back, I made Sean's day. Actually, a while. One of his dual lands was signed. Who's the one that just makes like M scribble? Might be better just to see who made the
M
dual.
scribble.
Do not know M scribble.
I've seen this.
I think
it's
Tyga. No, I don't think it's Rob Alexander.
No, Rob's definitely. You can definitely tell that.
Right. Let's see here.
Well, I'm gonna be heading out. Take it easy.
All right.
Oh, there's not another round?
No. I was the definitive winner after round 2.
Well, thanks for telling me. I've been waiting for the next round to start.
Way to go, Jarvis.
No? Damn it, Jarvis! This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, just like kicking back, waiting for the next round to start. I was like, wow, they're really taking their time up there.
Another episode of the Bob and Nancy show.
Oh my god.
Alright. Take it easy, pal.
Bye, Jarvis. Hate that guy now. So bad.
We've had many of the Bob and Nancy shows.
We have, and they're not bad.
No. It's bad when it's like round 2 and we're not paying attention to the match at all. We're just off on whatever we want to talk about.
I mean, that's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wait, 10th. Wait. Are these promos? Yeah, these are tokens.
What are you looking for, Bob?
I'm looking for revised.
For the M Squiggle.
Revised duels.
Hang on.
Is that what you're looking for, Bob?
No, I'm just looking for the revised set. There we go. Here it is. Okay. We'll look at Unlimited.
You're looking for revised.
Huh?
You're like, I'm looking for revised. We'll look at Unlimited.
Yeah, we'll look at Unlimited. Okay. Rob Alexander. Jasper Murfoyes. That's it. Yeah. So Jasper Murfoyes. However you pronounce your name, I don't know. You can't. You don't know me. But anyway, apparently his signature is like right where the expansion symbol would be.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like a stylized J into an M, and then I think the year that he signed it. So Sean has a Bayou. It's got to be a Bayou that just pretty much looks like somebody wrote M16 on it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, you got an M16 Bayou there? And he's like, yeah, somebody wrote on it. It's like, I don't know. It wasn't that much. I look at it, it's like, well, it's because that's an artist signature. Jasper signed that, and apparently he dates it when he signs it. He's like, oh, I didn't know. It's like, so he went from somebody defaced this card to, I got an artist signature duel. At least it wasn't Aaron Miller, or else it'd have a giant rainbow strip. I'm joking. You made it right, Aaron. You made it right. I'm just razzing. I absolutely love having the store. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Because really, it looks like somebody wrote M16 on it.
Just like they got it the right year.
But yeah, it's yeah.
Weird.
It's just like an initial here, but yeah.
Kind of looks like a messed up dog.
A little bit.
Like it's got a pointy nose and then 4 legs that just follow each other.
But anyway, since there is no more round and I've just been wasting your time and mine, thank you, Jarvis. Your fault. If you hung out this long waiting for the 3rd round like I have, congratulations. I'm not going to let people know in any kind of description or anything that, hey, there's no 3rd round. You know, we're just going to be waiting around for nothing.
Just let them roll it out.
Just let them roll it out. But if you did hang out for the end, I thank you a lot. Be sure to subscribe. We're getting really close to slapping Ben.
Are we?
I think we're really close to slapping Ben, actually.
Damien went through the process of telling me how much he would have to pay for Ben slap.
Right.
And kicked in balls and.
Yeah, it was. I think Ben slap was only like $30.
It was a relatively low amount of
It's
money.
really
Like
low amount of money,
120
but
for
you
some.
know those Chinese, they'll do anything for pennies.
Oh, yeah.
We are 27 away from slapping Benji, so that's a thing. So if you want to see Benji get slapped, because we're gonna play it ad nauseum when it happens, go over to YouTube, The Zone 521, hit that subscribe button, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets, subscribe to The Zone 521 on YouTube, and together we can slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. Also, keep sending in those brown oofies. The single selection out there was very high in value, so I mean, I went looking for foil ley line of sanctities, and they're like, no. It was like, if you want beta duels, I got beta duels. You want beta duels? Like, no, I want foil ley line of sanctity. It's like,
I got this beta
but that's
duel.
not worth over $1,000. You know, and you know, people bringing cards in is big business, because you know, apparently Star City has a $5,000 cap that they'll buy from anybody. So, but if they really want your stuff, they'll do 2 transactions. But
Of course.
but yeah, they Star City has a $5,000 limit to sell to them at the con. So found that out after one guy was gloating his ass off at me. So.
Oh. That's fun.
I mean, it's full of just people like that. It's like, well, I've been playing since Dickety 2, and I got all these dual lands, and I kept them in pristine condition, so I decided to bring them out here and sell them to Star City Games. They didn't say I could only have $5,000, so I took 2 transactions because I really wanted them. Yeah, Bluegrass! Call the Wild. Anyway, I've prattled on long enough. Keep sending in the oofies. Oofy Preserve still up and running. I need to recount because I know I'm way above what I was. So, Ryan, anything before we head out?
Brown Oofy.
Danzy, anything to go over? Dynamite. Thank you, everybody, for joining on this wonderful welcome back at episode of Tuesday Nitro, live from Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silo here in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. I've been Evil Bob, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night, have a great evening, and I should be back on Thursday. Bye.